college basketball across the country. The Wildcats weren't all the way across the country, but in Pullman and Washington State, it's a 3-point win. So before we go on to this week, Coach, a look back at the game in Pullman and maybe some of your thoughts.
Well, obviously we didn't play great, and Washington State gets some credit for that. And, we got to bounce back. We got to bounce back. These seasons are long, and you can't let a little setback in mid-January, dictate, what's going to happen moving forward. So, I can't wait to get back on the practice floor today and get back to work.
All right, so Wednesday night, USC in town, Saturday, UCLA. Let's start with the Trojans led by Boogie Ellis, again, a very talented team.
Yeah, very, very talented. I mean, they have amazing individual talent. I think they've been trying to figure out how to put it back together. They looked good the first half at Colorado, and then, Colorado, I haven't watched the second half yet, but it looks like they got the better of them in the second half. So, we got our hands full. And, maybe both these LA schools have had, maybe, by their standards, kind of up and down years. But we know these are going to be hard-fought games. We know when teams play Arizona, they're coming, they got a ton of pride, and they're coming for us. So, we look forward to stepping up to that challenge.
We use that cliche all the time. You got to bring your A game, and it means a lot for Arizona. But just in terms of, getting into conference play as your team has, and everybody has in the conference. I mean, you've got to be at your best almost every night.
Well, there's the margin for error is not great, for anybody. So you got to be at your best, and you're being at your best could be simple things. It could be, finishing layups. It could be contesting shots. It could be rebounding at both ends of the floor. I mean, there's lots of ways to be at your best, and at times we've been really good this year. At other times we haven't. So I think the staff and myself. And, our players got to figure out how to be just consistently a little bit better, and I think that's a challenge we're up to.
Let's say consistency. Does that come in practice or games or both?
I think it comes in every facet. How consistent your approach is, how high your energy level is, and you let your energy level dip a little bit on the road, or maybe your confidence dip a little bit on the road. It makes it tough. So we got to find ways to kind of sustain higher levels of effort and energy and confidence.
The LA schools, it's always kind of special because of the rivalry between the two. And I know UCLA and Arizona were the great rivalries in college basketball. But do you get that sense now through 3 years that when Arizona plays USC and UCLA, that you kind of feel it in the building? Yeah,
they're definitely an event. And they're an event that we love being a part of. And both programs, all these programs, the SC and UCLA and Arizona, they have an amazing history, that goes way beyond me. So if I'm glad just to be a small part of it, and I'm not getting sentimental about, what the future looks like, but I'm looking forward to the challenge of competing against them this year.
All right, Trojans on Wednesday night at 8, Bruins on Saturday at 2, both at the Kale Center.